G'day there, this is number one in my Tarka By The Pool series, and where I sit and drink coffee and talk about some ideas in Tarka. Now I'm going to start with talking about the opening in Tarka. These basic principles will always stead you in always do well by you, and that is to try and move, firstly, at least two of your center pawns as far as possible, up to 5 squares, into the center. The second principle is have a plan. Don't set out with the opening without an idea about where you're going to castle your king and what side of the board you're going to castle the king. It's very good to choose the side of the board that you're going to castle on. The next thing is you want to actually develop your knights, bishops, and archers towards the center or towards a flank. However, when you do so, you want to try and have them coordinating together. You want to decide whether they are going to try and operate actively upon your opponent's territory at a distance, upon the center at a distance, or are they going to actually try and play actively in their territory, and what quadrant of their territory you're going to play in is very, very important. And the next point about the opening is you want to develop one side before the other, just generally, and that tends to be the side you want to castle your king on, because the earlier you castle the king, generally the better. There's always exceptions to this rule. And also look at the next point is look at what the opponent is doing. Are they taking the center, or are they giving up the center so you can take the center? So, if they don't take the center, you very much should take the center. And if you don't take the center, you should expect them to try and take it. And that means that their center pawns march 2 squares into the Mariana and start attacking into your territory. And so just in general, the center pawns, the most common thing to do with the center pawns is to bring them to the Mariana Trench at full range, all 4 of them, and to bring up the royal squires, the squires on that are closer to the center, up to support the center formation. Now, this is the most common, this is the earliest development in Tarka of structure, and it gives you a lot of control. Oh, there we go. That's dogs are part of the Tarka By The Pool. And finally, before this hits 4 minutes, is I drink some coffee, which is that you should not go on any adventurous attacks with your rooks, your gargoyles, your queen, your princess, and even your prince too early. And you shouldn't be too aggressive with them too early, because premature attack leads to premature losses, and you give your opponent too much tempo to attack them. Okay, that's it. That's Tarka By The Pool number 1. Bye.